After 3 generations of cannabis prohibition, people all over the world are remembering the true value of the most useful plant on earth. Return to Reason will contrast images of people living in peace and productive abundance with cannabis next to testimony from people living in the shadows of the drug war. In February, March, and April of 2003, Between the Dreams Productions will record the voices of reason at drug policy reform conferences in Mérida, Mexico, at the European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium, and at the United Nations Drug War Summit in Vienna, Austria. By combining images which celebrate the peace and reason of cannabis freedom with the testimony of drug policy reform advocates in Central and South America and in Europe, it is intended that Return to Reason will serve as an effective tool for influencing rational drug policy reform.
Et sur la Loire entre la grève, où l'on passe en beau flot d'argent, on y voit 2 bateaux de rêve, la Ligéria de la Montjeunesse.
The Festival du Chanvre in Montjean-sur-Loire, France, is hosted by the townspeople, whose families have farmed hemp in this region since before the French Revolution. The week-long celebration begins with the early morning harvest of low-THC fiber hemp.
Oh ben on est né là, nos parents ont fait ça. On était bercés là-dedans, dans le champ. On aimait ça. C'était très dur, mais on aimait ça.
You are on the road, must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you would.
Exhibits and demonstrations of hemp fashion, hemp construction, and a colorful street fair continue throughout the week. Because of the plant's exceptional agricultural characteristics, cannabis is an essential crop which benefits other crops grown in rotation with it.
Look at that, man. Right? I feel like it should be.
The unique nutritional profile of cannabis makes hemp the best available source of vegetable protein and essential fatty acids that there is. Essential fatty acids move cholesterol and toxins out of the bloodstream, bolster the immune system, strengthen cell walls, and benefit every system in our bodies. Hemp is the only common seed with 4 essential fatty acids in proper proportion for long-term consumption. InfoChanvre is an agricultural demonstration project and educational center in Switzerland, where cannabis is grown to produce organic, high-grade herbal therapeutics, hemp seed oil, cannabis building materials, and diesel fuel. At the same time that marijuana is being clinically recognized as a safe and effective herbal remedy, Prohibition has created conditions which expose people to the dangers of the black market.
So if you have your clean hemp, you can be sure about there's nothing else than THC in that. So that won't harm you. And if you have to buy on a black market, which was the case until very recently, then you don't know what you have. You don't know what you get, really.
Tomorrow's leftover lies, layering the scars in your eyes. Bad dog.
The most useful agricultural resource on the planet,
Bad
cannabis is far beyond the rightful jurisdiction of any court.
Man keeps playing at being master. There's a way you're expected to obey. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't you know what freedom means? Bad dog. Bad dog.
Instead of prohibiting cannabis cultivation, mankind would have a better chance of survival were he to make it a priority.
Can't escape the heat.
What does it mean? From rainforest, for example, in Amazonia, every year disappear about 55,000 kilometers. It's like Belgium. Disappear.
Bad dog. Bad dog. Can't escape the heat.
The cannabis plant has never been and can never be objectively judged as truly illegal. It is simply too useful an agricultural resource.
We use the seeds for our tractor, which we run with hemp oil. It makes us quite independent on the oil lobby.
As conditions of environment, economics, and global military conflict deteriorate, it becomes more important than ever for people to understand relationships between cannabis agriculture, energy production, food security, and developing sustainable economics as a means of achieving world peace.
We are not depending on nobody.
The cannabis plant is part of a complex natural order which has evolved over millions of years. Mankind is far beyond its rightful authority in legislating scarcity of a unique and essential food resource, upon which other species also depend for their survival.
Monsieur Bush, président des États-Unis, j'ai lu qu'il y a des États où on peut cultiver du chanvre et d'autres que c'est interdit, qu'on attrape de la prison. Pour quelle raison?
The cage. The cage is full of empty lives. Whatever it is, you think you're dreaming. Wherever it is, you think you are. This isn't the same world. This isn't the same world. Bad dog. Bad dog.